Hey guys, welcome to week number 2 of the New Coach Bootcamp. I hope you got a lot out of week number 1 and you were on the call last night, so you got a lot of your questions answered as well. If you didn't, make sure that you post that in the group and we'll answer all of the questions that you have. But today we are going to focus on the Power Hour to-do list. I know we went through a lot last week and you're probably thinking, what do I need to do every day to make sure that I'm moving my business forward? And that is what this Power Hour checklist is all about. So in the post, you will see a link to a Dropbox, and in there is the Power Hour checklist. This is something I want you to print off and use every single day because these are the things that I do without fail. I have from day one, I still do now, and coaches who have been doing this business even longer than me still do their Power Hour checklist every single day. So make sure that you print those out. This is also a really great way to track your business because you want to make sure that you are doing those behaviors that are going to drive your business forward. And if you're checking this off every day and you're tracking to make sure that you've done it, it's going to ensure that you are going to be successful in this. A few things about doing the Power Hour. First off, you only need an hour a day to run this business. How amazing is that? Obviously, if you want to be moving this business forward faster, you can maybe do 2 power hours a day. But in order to actually be successful at this, you really do only need an hour a day. Now, that being said, it doesn't have to be 1 solid hour. So, for example, when my son was younger, when I first started coaching, I had to kind of do this on his schedule. So maybe I would wake up a little bit earlier and do 20 minutes, and I do 20 minutes during his nap time, and then I do 20 minutes when my husband got home. That's what worked for me. If you have a full hour, awesome, use it. But if you have to break it up throughout the day, that's totally okay. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is make sure that you spend focused time on your Power Hour. It is so easy to get on Facebook and start scrolling the news feed. And then you've been sitting there for 15 minutes and you realize, I got nothing done. And that isn't productive. That's not doing your Power Hour. So make sure that when you sit down to do it, maybe you turn the notifications off on your Facebook so you don't see it. You turn your phone on silent so you're not prompted to reply to messages or reply to texts. And you don't continue to check your inbox throughout this Power Hour checklist. You focus on the task at hand before moving on to the next one to make sure that you are using your time wisely and you're able to get it all done within an hour. So, the checklist. I'm not going to go over everything on it. Some things are pretty self-explanatory and some things we've already gone over. For example, doing the 3 vital behaviors. So being a product of the product, drinking your Shakeology and doing your workout, doing your personal development every day, whether that's through a podcast or whatnot. We'll go into that a little bit more in depth later this week. And inviting every single day. Now, we've already gone over that, so I'm not going to do it here. I'm just going to talk about some of the things that may be a little unclear, or you might want to know kind of how I do it. So, first off, add 3 to 5 people to your network every day. I know I've mentioned this before, but this is so crucial because this is how you are going to have more and more people to help, is by adding these people to your network, getting to know them and what their needs are and helping them. So make sure that you add 3 to 5 people to your network every single day. Returning messages about the business. You're going to have your friends messaging you or your family, and you're going to have social things that you're messaging about. But when you are in Power Hour mode, make sure you're just looking at the business messages and leave those other things for later if you have time to get to them. As well, you want to be sure to reply to comments and likers on your page. So if somebody comments on one of your posts, make sure that you're commenting back. You're keeping a conversation with them. And when you comment back, you can tag them in that comment so it pops up on their notifications so you can keep the conversation going and get even more likes and comments on your messages. It's also a really good idea to start sending messages to people who like your posts about the business. Just being like, hey, it was great that you liked my post. I'm really excited about it and you were showing support. That's awesome. But if you're interested in any more information, I'd be happy to share with you. So making sure that you're just keeping up with the people who are being active on your page. You want to check in with your challenge groups every single day because when you sell a program, your part as a coach is to make sure that those people are getting the support they need to go through that program. So check into your challenge groups every day. Make sure that you're following up with people. So when you send them a message, the next 2-3 days down the road, if you haven't heard from them, send them a quick follow-up. and just be like, hey, I just wanted to make sure you got my last message, and if you need any help, let me know, and let me know what you thought about what I sent to you. You also want to make sure that you're posting on your Facebook 3 to 5 times a day. I know we went through that in the social media week or 101, but that's so important to do. So make sure that you are posting 3 to 5 times a day on your Facebook page, and that's quality content as well. Check into your Coach Online office. I know this is part of the stuff that you got in your Getting Started Right email, but if you have questions about your Coach Online office, make sure to ask us. What I look at every single day is my Success Club points. I look at the leadership ladder, which we'll go into a little bit later. I look over my customers and their orders to make sure that everything processed okay. And as you start adding coaches, you're going to start checking your downline and seeing how your coaches are doing. And also on the side is the breaking news. And so I look at that to see if there's anything important going on in the Beachbody world. The last thing, track your progress. Like I said, this checklist is a great way to do that. But you want to have some kind of way that you're keeping track of who it is you're talking to. Whether you use a program, I use Asana on the computer, which has been really great for me, or if you just use a notebook and you're a pad and pencil kind of person, make sure that you're tracking who the people are, who you're talking to, who you're adding to your network, so that you can see who you need to follow up with and where to go from there. And then last but not least, whatever you didn't get done today, make sure that you make a list for that tomorrow. Your power hour, like I said, is just the basics, but there are going to be things that you need to do every day. Your certain follow-ups, and maybe you need to check into a certain training or something like that. And if you didn't get to it today, don't beat yourself up about it. We all have days where it's a little bit harder, so just move that on to your checklist the next day. So I hope that helps. I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of what you need to be doing every day as a coach. And like I said, if you have any questions, make sure to post it in the comments below. All right, thanks guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.